I mean, if I could relate route setting to anything, it's basically like, I feel like it's any sort of art process, whether that be painting or sculpting or whatever. It feels like an art form when it comes to climbing. Like, this is the most artistic and creative I can be while doing the thing that I love, which is climbing.
My favorite part about route setting is just the creative process, I think. It's really satisfying to come up with unique moves and watch your ideas come to fruition on the wall. It's always fun seeing people trying the climbs, like puzzling and finding their own ways through them. They always surprise me with what they end up doing.
So my current favorite part about route setting would be two things, and it would be the mentally stimulating aspect of it is that I kind of always have to be thinking of new ideas and new ways to use the walls, the volumes, and the holds in the space given. And then also the aspect that I get to be physical in my job. I'm not just sitting at a desk. I think I'd go crazy if I had to sit at a desk, so.
I've worked a lot of manual labor jobs in my life, and there is something that is, I don't know, therapeutic about doing something physical in your environment versus like sitting at a computer and typing on it all day. And like, not that that can't be exciting, but route setting in itself can be just a completely different thing that you wouldn't do in a normal space. So it just kind of like takes you away from whatever's going on. And I'd attribute it to like the same kind of feeling I get climbing.
I think my favorite part about route setting is the community aspect. I love seeing people try my climbs. I love seeing people talk about them, even if they love them or even if they hate them. I just love hearing about what people have to say. I just think it's really fun, and I love taking their advice and putting it towards my climbs.
The process of a setting day starts off with, we end up stripping the zone that we're going to be setting in. We take off the volumes, clean the volumes, we bring out the volumes that we are going to be using for that section, and we go over the colors that we're going to be using, the grade ranges, kind of if there's a prompt for us as setters that have created, then we'll go over the prompts, and then we pick out our holds, start setting on the wall.
My process when creating a route doesn't exist. I don't have a process. I literally just put my earbuds in and I play music, and then whatever comes out, and that's kind of how I do it. I get told like usually maybe a prompt by Jen, the head setter, and that could be anything between like make it easy, make it fun, give me a grade. It could be, I don't know, make it spicy. It could be any sort of adjective or phrase, and I'll just kind of make something happen.
The biggest thing for me is getting inspired based on climbs I've tried outdoors. I love outdoor climbing, and I'll very often be like simulating a climb or trying to replicate outdoor movement. So that's important to me. The most challenging thing about route setting, probably just like making things equitable for everyone. Like, it's very hard to be inclusive. You're always trying to make sure nothing is unfair, but naturally route setting or climbing in general is kind of an unfair sport in a lot of ways. Like, different climbs suit different people. And so it can always be a challenge, like figuring out what spans are right and what moves like a tall person can just break. So yeah, that's always a challenge.
My favorite part about climbing a route that I have set is seeing the idea come together, because while I may have started with that route, setting the skeleton of it, it was the whole team that ended up putting in the work to make it complete and finished. So it may be what I envisioned, but it could also end up being completely something different than what I thought. And it's cool that climbing it, it's like the finalized step of that process.
So my favorite part about setting here is definitely my coworkers. I feel like they have given me the opportunity to become such a better setter, and it's just such a fun and positive environment. I feel like every time I come in, even if I'm in a bad mood, I'm gonna end and go home in such a better headspace, and I just feel so happy every time I leave here.
I think we have a really, really nice space. The unique wall features like the prow are really fun to set on, and then yeah, the community too is awesome. I love getting feedback from people, love hearing people getting psyched on the climbs, whether it's something I set or one Jen set, or yeah, it's just really rewarding at the end of the day to be here after you're done with the set, watch people getting psyched.
And I'd also say that the small, again, homie style, small team is really what is the most exciting piece. A lot of like larger climbing gyms, like I feel like you may lose that aspect of it, but when you're coming to the gym and hanging out with like a bunch of really cool local climbers who are excited to be here, and we have a small tight little crew, like that's what brings me, I think, the most enjoyment out of route setting here, specifically at Ascent.